get straight. Episode 15. Oh my goodness. We were off camera having a funny conversation. It was like, well, we gotta get started. But yeah, I obviously follow the blind spots page at Bobby Bronze at not Patrick Hughes. Um, we'll start that. And I know people be putting that on the end. I'm not putting on the end. You can get it right up in the front, man. Um, now I'll say, at least I'll start um, with the week. Today is the 21st. Obviously, I had a birthday last week, and it was Juneteenth. Um, I didn't work. I was in solidarity, with everybody. So I didn't. There's been a lot of talk about. And I'm not getting too specific in this, deep into this, but there's been a lot of talk about makeup holidays and stuff. And all the holidays are made up, guys. So
Shout,
enjoy,
shout out to
enjoy your
Kansas.
barbecue.
All the black
Yeah.
people that don't want to start Juneteenth for whatever reason.
Quick question before I get back into my week. Are you one of the people that, and this is no judgment, obviously, are you, when companies do things for like Black History and Juneteenth and Pride, are you someone who is like not that interested in seeing it, or are you okay with the effort? Because sometimes I
I'm
sit in the middle.
yeah, basically I'm okay with the effort. Don't you dare put
Don't
no
go too crazy.
watermelon on those shit
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying, like shit like that. It's like that. Like don't, if IKEA is having like a Juneteenth menu and they're serving like, I don't know, like
What if it was 19% off?
yeah, see shit like that. That should have. I would be welcome to it, but not really. Like, like that.
Okay.
Well,
I gotta kind of see what this is hitting on. But
yeah. Let
okay.
me check your selection. But yeah, if I see everything, I don't even really want. If Old Navy come out with, how they got the American flags on the 4th of July, the American
Oh,
flag
and they
tees.
did the Pan African joint.
Yeah, if they did they do that?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were saying that if
No, I'm
they did,
saying that to me would be too like,
that would be a little much.
yeah, because you can't just, y'all too heavy on the Americana shit. So like y'all
Yeah.
just stay over there with that, and
Yeah.
then when Tremendez drop his, then I'll pop over there for that. But like I don't, because at the end of the day too, I think it's an important time to support black businesses. So
Yeah.
what I think brands should do, especially brands that house multiple brands or multiple like different
Push it to the front.
yeah. So
Yeah.
then what you do is the same shit that Target does, Black History Month. This is, we got our display set up for Black History Month. We got all this going on. You highlight your black brands during that time, and not that you can't highlight them, period, but
All the time,
year
but
round, but
definitely now.
definitely during 16, 19. You know what I'm saying, that weekend, that week
It's
of, week
always
after.
funny. It's always
Oh
funny when
yeah,
when people are like I always hear like people say that like they don't like it so much because of like pandering or whatever. I hate that is a word because I don't think most people use it right anyways. But like I'm like, well, what would you prefer them to do? Like nothing? Because if they just ignore the holiday, I'll be tight.
yeah, and that's the thing. It's like
Don't
realistically,
ignore it.
they have to try to capitalize that. Like, we know they're trying to make money, but that's their job.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of it, is to make money. It's not to provide you with cool shit or whatever. They just know that providing you with cool shit will make them more money, so they try to provide you with cool shit. But outside of that, they don't give a damn. They just trying to get money. So
And that's for
you know
everything. Maybe
that, and
even July 4th.
literally. So I don't have any problem with adding. Okay, it's a federal holiday. I have no problem with them honoring that federal holiday by creating some sort of display merchant. Like, I wouldn't say too much of the merchandise shit, because
Yeah, it's a little weird.
that's a little weird. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you to do the whole Pan African. I don't need you to do all that. You know what I'm saying? I know where to get that if I want that. And it's not from none of y'all brands. So outside of that, outside of you just highlighting your black owned brands and your black founded brands, operated brands, that seems to be the perfect line. If you want to do a sale, by all means, avoid slave themed numbers. So 19% off wood. Like, just go ahead, bump it. Just go ahead, give it 20. Just go ahead, do the 20,
Give it to
25.
me for free because I'm black. Like, just give it to
Hey,
me.
be like, black people no tax.
I want a nice modular sofa from IKEA, like just one of the ones that have the
Slide
storage
around.
and the
Yeah.
double chase. Just let me get
Yeah.
that free for this week and ship it too, because I don't want to put it in my car. It won't fit. But no, that's important. What else? The rest of the week, went to eat with father-in-law. Fleming's was good. We One of the cool things about Alex, we were going to Whiskey Joe's for some event today during lunch, and it got postponed, and they never emailed her. So she calls the lady, the PR lady, and sit outside. And she's like, she waves. I was like, oh, we're good. They're gonna still pay for everything today since we dropped the ball, and then you guys are just gonna keep on. So we're already at Whiskey Joe's, so we get, and they paid for alcohol too.
Amazing.
And and then always it's always weird, because we get posted so much that I remember asking years ago, like, how do you tip at these events? It's like I don't think they ever really think about it. Whatever. That's fucked up. We go in here and eat all this food and then don't tip. So we always try to make sure. I remember at Oxford Exchange they did a penny charge, and they just charge you for a penny, and then you can obviously sign in after tip. So we always make sure that because there's no bill. It's like, oh yeah, we took care of
Yeah. So then
everything.
it's like just take care of this
And
that.
then at the end of the day, you spend $100 somewhere and you tip $20 and you didn't spend the 100. It's like, oh yeah,
You
20
still
bucks, 30
you
bucks.
still won.
Oh, easily. Like it's every day. If you give me that choice, all I got to do is just tip this person well. I tip you $50. If you gave us $200 worth of shit for free,
Okay. Let's see. Okay, wait. So I was talking to Corinne about this because like her nail tech or whatever hooked her up or whatever, charged her like she went in there about to spend like 80. The lady hooked her up with 50. Now I was like, okay, cool. So when you tip her, you still gotta save money, right? Like you don't like what I'm saying. I still need a break, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you the dub as opposed to coming up with the whole 30. I ain't gonna tip you the
yeah.
30, and then I done spent the same money I was gonna spend
The
anyway.
80 that she gives her is with the tip.
She no that she give her like 70 or whatever. You charge the lady charge her 50. It costs 80. Charge her 50. Give her like a dub on top of it, and then
Okay.
you save $10. You budget it out for 80.
Well,
But like,
that's even more though, because if it's 80 before the tip, that's 100.
but that's
So
but that's what
really,
I'm
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So then, are you the type to and of course we talking about $200 bill versus like $80 bill, but like
yeah,
ain't talking about nothing versus I still had to pay something. But like
yes.
in any case, do you be like, well, shit, I was already thinking about spending 100 when I already was like kind of already ready to spend 100. So let me just go ahead and make up the difference and just give you the, you know what I'm saying?
Not 100.
I'm
Not
leaving it
there.
with something.
So,
I'm leaving it
so
with
I'll tell
something.
you this: if it's 80 with the $20 tip, so we talking about a whole 100. You charge me 50 for the tip, so there's 30. Make it 80 because then I
Well,
save my tip. I save my tip on cool up there. I might just go ahead and throw the 30 on there just cause. But I tell you why I don't do it. I don't do it with Uber Eats. I'm gonna tell you why.
oh
Because
yeah,
Uber
hell
Eats already costs too damn much. Tip well on Uber Eats,
no.
but this is what they'll do. They'll give you it's a $60 bill.
All
Let's say
right.
it's $60, but I got the 40% off, so I got, it's 40% off the cancel or whatever. So they
Yeah.
give it 25. So it's 35. No, nothing on delivery. And it's like I was gonna spend 60. They go the little buttons at the end, the 15, 18, 22, whatever. It's off that $60 bill. I'm like, hell no, I'm not tipping off the 60 because now I'm gonna be at 65. Fuck that. I'm just gonna tip better than this bill, but not quite there. So I might do 25% of like the 35 or some shit. So it might round it out at 50.
That's all right though. That's all right. That's all
Yeah,
right.
I rounded out at the 50, but what the fuck? I'm not no. So yes, if at that point, I don't mind it. I don't mind putting it up to the 80 because I still say my 10. But I definitely understand the 70. Now, I'll tell you this. If I went with 4 dubs already,
Yeah.
I might just give you the 4 dubs because I feel petty ask for the 10 back.
There you
But
go.
but if
That's right.
but if I had two tens, yeah, you might get 70. 75.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you
It
never know when
depends.
you need valet money.
You
You
need the
know,
valet money. You always need the valet money just in case.
a couple
Yeah,
dollars.
be
Yeah,
having
no,
to be
no.
having to Venmo them niggas and shit.
Yeah, I did the same. I like that people take cards everywhere now. Like I really, because I am an actual generous person, but it's like, man, I just never carry cash, and I feel like an asshole because they'll look at me and they'll be like, "Man, can you help me out?" Not like a waiter or something, but like anybody. And I'm like, "Man, I know you don't know my heart, but like I really would. I really just don't carry cash. Like if I
Yeah,
did,
it's a
I had
rough
a
time to
couple
be
dollars in my car. I gave it
rough
to
time to
a
be down
guy.
and out. Rough time to be down and out.
Yeah, because you got to carry Cash App or something.
Yeah, you
And
gotta have
Cash
something.
App some jits outside one of these times. He needed $5 to get something to drink and on the bus, and but they only had it on Cash App, and they wanted cash. They had $3 on there. He's like, Can I Cash App you this three and you give me $3?" And I was like, I only had five. So fuck it, just Cash App me the three, and I'll give you the five. I should have made these jits a day, and it was
On the
like,
on the principle, you made him give you the three.
yeah, I was like, fuck it, like you don't have anything to break it, but I got you, man. I know now they both could get drinks. They was going to split a drink. I'm like, now they can. Good for you guys, man.
Good for y'all. Shit. Um, my week, I ain't really do too much. Father's Day, of course.
That was
So
great.
yeah, that was cool. I'm super low maintenance and I'm super family oriented. So my wife was
Fun
just
stuff
like,
is
all
that.
right, right, like if dads were already getting the shaft on holidays, I'm just setting myself up to like not get shit because I'm just like I don't.
Because you're not asking for anything.
Yeah, I really be chilling. Like I just enjoy spending time with my family. So we just went to the aquarium. That was it. I had been talking about going to the aquarium and wanting to take Honey to the aquarium and shit. So that's just all we did. Went to the aquarium, got some pictures. Um, that was it. It was one of the moments though where I was like, "This is why I'm not taking your ass to Disney World. This is why we not going to Disney because
Mm.
you don't understand. We got there." And of course, she's to the point. And the reason I want to take her because she's to the point now where she's starting to point out animals.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, cool. It's nice to see your child amazed with shit or see shit for the first time. They're like, oh, you know what I'm saying? They have these like reactions and everything. And I just like, it's so extreme, to just shit that we just take for granted. So of course she sees everything. She's like, a fish, a fish, a fish. And then eventually it just was like, water, water. And I was like, hold on. You can say fish as many times as you want. You're not going to be amazed at the amount of water, though. We're not doing that. We're not going to do that. Like, you got to be amazed at the right thing. It's like, yeah, I'm not taking you no damn thing. I'm not taking you to Disney. I'm not taking you to Disney. And we spend our money on real tickets. You get in for free and we can't do nothing because we gotta make sure you straight and we gotta cart you around anywhere. So we ain't finna have no real damn fun. And you just finna look at what like a squirrel. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get distracted by the goings ons of nothing. Like nah, I can't deal with that. It's demo
Yeah,
wrong color.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah.
no, that's the only thing, man. Seeing your kid light up over shit is always amazing. And then you can't really control what they light up for. So I want to wait until she understands like what all Disney
Yeah.
is a little bit further before we take her to like a theme park and she just like, mm, I like
Disney
dirt.
guy.
I like dirt. And it's like, no, we're not doing that.
Hughes.
No. So, but no, it
Are
was
you
good. It was a good
big
time.
Disney?
Me, yeah, I am honestly. Especially after the acquisition of Star Wars, Lucasfilm, and Marvel. Yeah, I got
Yeah, they buying up all kind of shit.
yeah. So after those two moves, it was like I'm all in. Disney
They
forever.
got shit too.
Yeah. So then that's the thing too. I know they were talking about it. Universal Studios is going to lose the license for Simpsons. Like I think in a few years, either at the end of this year or a couple years. Recently, before
It'll just be only a Disney Plus thing.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like Universal Studios, they're not even gonna have the ride. They have rides at
That's right.
yeah.
Right. They have a whole
So they're
package
gonna
for that.
lose all that, and then or potentially, and then Islands of Adventure, their contract is set up for a good amount of time, but like the only reason they were able to add that stuff at Universal at Islands of Adventure, the only reason they were able to add that to the park is because of the Marvel shit. Like they worked that into the deal. Like that has to be there. So they're trying to rework their deal so they can, I guess,
Licensing for a little bit longer.
exactly. But like literally, that whole addition to the park was only approved for Marvel shit. So now they're
Mm.
trying to figure out a workaround because Hulk went back to Marvel. Of course, Spider Man is all over the damn place, but all of their Marvel themed shit is already back at Marvel, which is at Disney. So they got their own shit. They got think Hollywood Studios in California has like the Avengers campus. So of course, if you Disney, I'm surprised they haven't done it already. Maybe they can't for zoning, but like I'm surprised they haven't already built an Avengers campus at Universal Orlando. I mean, Disney World in Orlando. Um,
Goodbye, some Orlando celebration and
well,
do it up.
and then I'm pretty sure they're not going to do shit right now until
Yeah,
the
the
Santas get the
ceremonies.
hell on.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was my week though. It was real chill, real good vibes with the family shit. Never go wrong with spending time with my fam.
yeah. That's always a good thing. I'm decently low maintenance when it comes to things I want, just because I just buy the stuff I want. If I want to get it, I'll get it. So I'm not necessarily looking for people to buy anything. But honestly, got me some fits, but always really nice old cook-off joints. So
Yes, sir.
those are cool. But anyways, all right. So I guess we should just get into it. There was a Louis Vuitton show yesterday.
Yes,
Hope you
sir.
guys like fashion, guys. There was a Louis Vuitton show yesterday. Um, well, at least we'll start at the positive first. Um, if there's much negatives, but positives in general.
Excuse me.
Beautiful night for Black people. Beautiful night for hip hop. Beautiful night for Pharrell, the Family Man. Uh, Louis Vuitton's always cool. Beautiful set. Beautiful music. Subliminals. Real hip hop
Oh
shit.
yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The Carters were there. Law was there. Zendaya was there. The new face of Louis Vuitton. Women, I guess. Uh, LeBron was there. Jared Vanderbilt looked like
Surprisingly.
some Lakers shit. Obviously, Queen Savannah was there. Shout out to Mark Jackson. Mav was there. Bunch of cool people. A lot of athletes. And clothing, as a fan, strong outing. As one of those times where you just upset at the core. You're just upset. Like I
Facts.
gotta find a way to get this money by spring summer 24.
Hey,
Huh?
I had somebody ask me. They was like, I just didn't respond. Um, they, they asked me. They asked me just like, am I supposed to like this? I was like, you can't afford it. Like, no matter if you like it or not, you can't buy it. Like, it's not for you.
Then they didn't, was it that they didn't like her? Or they just didn't understand.
I don't,
Like, are they
like
fashion people or not to get you in
no,
trouble?
no,
Okay.
no.
Okay.
In no way are they a fashion
And
person.
they know if they're listening.
No, yeah, you'd be all right. It's just like it's not. You know, it's not for you anyway. So on top of it not being for you because it's not for you, you can't afford it. It's like who cares if you like it or not? You can't afford it. It don't, like you
Yeah.
you you're not gonna host a podcast where you may have to talk about it. You're not
Yeah.
like there's no reason for you to interact with this shit. So who cares? Just keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. You see this? Hit next. Like, but uh yes, a great night for hip hop and,
Yeah.
and
I was sitting
Pharrell
next to
and all of
Bernard
us.
all night, and I was and
Yeah,
Law
man.
and them on the other side, like Beyonce got a little bit of break between shows. She,
Yeah, that's
I
you
don't understand
know,
how much energy she actually has.
I like seeing shit like that. Have you had those like busy weeks, and then like let's say you got a busy month, because this is the only way I can relate to what Beyonce's going through right now. You have a busy month, like you said, you have a wedding, you have a concert over here, like it's just shit to do. You got brunch over here, and then your break is like, oh yeah,
It's gonna pop out.
it was a little event in the city, decent time.
Just happened to be there.
I just pulled
I
up.
was right. I was
Yeah, shit like that, or like the the nice break, or the nice little break event is like a nice little brunch and shit. Somebody little birthday dinner or whatever.
yeah, I was gonna say maybe if somebody came into town that you haven't seen in a little while.
Yeah, and it's like you just
We there?
nice little family reunion for the weekend, real quick. You know what I'm saying? With the work, did whoopty whoopty whoop, and I'm like,
I'm on
damn,
way
like
to see.
that's the only way I can relate to that is like in that sort of way, because how is the LV show Pharrell's first outing? That's your break.
And once you get over there, those countries are so close. So I think she was in like Germany or wherever
So
Hamburg is.
so the show isn't even there. Like so that was just a quick little piece. Like boop boop.
Too like,
Also, not
like
even
I can tell
maybe.
you, yeah, it was like flying to New York, some type shit. Like oh yeah, I can pop in and pop out. That's not a really a big deal. I
Amazing.
think she's performing tonight. At this point, I mean, she would have already performed. Yeah, but no, that was pretty cool. A lot of athletes that I remember seeing, or at least ball players, it just seemed like
Yeah.
Offset was there. It was a lot of people, and I'm not saying like I didn't see them at shows, but or these type of shows, but it was a lot. Like it was a lot
I
of recognizable faces.
yeah. The big one for me was just seeing LeBron. I'm like,
Yeah,
I know he has a stylist, but I
yeah,
never saw him like as like, okay, fashion guy. He go to the fashion show shit. But I
yeah,
guess once again, if you're over there already
yeah.
and
Because
that's
he's been
going on,
overseas for 3 4 weeks.
yeah. So I mean, if you're over there and
Yeah,
that happens to be going on, I was like, oh, okay, we'll pop out. Yeah. Make sure you
yeah.
pack something for that. Make sure you pack, get
Or
something over there.
it seems as though everybody had the shit on, so you just hey, we put this in together. We got some 6'8" shit for you.
We got some 6'8" shit.
Yeah, we got your measurements.
To
I
be six
know
eight.
you've probably been eating a little bit. You maybe not have been working as much. So you can let it out a little bit if need be. Um, Nike send the pack. You know, do what you do. Drop it off on Magic's boat. He'll get
I
it.
hate them niggas.
Yeah, yeah, that would be beautiful. Now clothing wise, beautiful pieces once again. Hate to be poor. Really colorful. Actually, we kind of mentioned this before when we first saw that jacket, which was similar to the one that Ho was wearing when he was
Yeah,
performing the Damier printed. We were like, man, you definitely can't go wrong with taking a very, very popular pattern for them and putting it on really good articles of clothing. And then he heard that, I was like, oh, yeah, how about you?
yeah,
We're going to make everything Damier printed. We're even going
yeah.
to camouflage the Damier print. We're gonna make it digi camo. Imagine that being a skin on Call of Duty or something. The most baller shit.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay, okay, okay.
Dami
I see.
Flash.
I see the vision now. I see the vision now for the Dami
Yeah,
Flash.
the Dami Flash. Yeah. Uh, I don't know. I like it. I mean, I'm not really big on like I don't have all the words specifically. I know sometimes people get a little bit snooty with clothes, but I'm back to
Yeah,
like as far as me and clothing and shit is it dope or it's not? And it was very dope. A lot of dope stuff, and he's got a really good team of people that helped,
yeah.
and it's just cool to see Pharrell just being great.
I agree. I think highlights, of course, were the prints. Uh, that's really it. Highlights of the prints, the details. I saw a lot of like Chanel, I guess, in it.
Yeah, his vibes,
Yeah, but that's
like his
Pharrell.
Chanel vibe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Which I did think was cool too. I was gonna say, like, if we didn't think there was a style DNA of Pharrell, if he had teammates or whatever, like there was some pieces that you clearly were like, oh, that's P.
yeah, for sure.
That's P.
For sure,
Yeah,
and
which is dope.
it was just that I think it was a red Damier print joint that was like, oh, that's nice. It had something that was kind of like
Was it
it's really
this?
it's yeah, and of
Yeah, that
course
was
like
crazy.
the accent pieces
The
like a lot of
detailing.
the details on it was like that's the
You
shit
guys
that really
can't see
stood
it
out
on
for
there, but
me.
it's yeah, that was a to me that was the one where I was like, yeah, that's a
And that's where I think his the thumbprint is. It's
yeah,
the attention to detail on shit like that. So of course, once we get to these high fashion brands, that's if we talking about that's the difference in and the best way I can explain it is if we talking about who the GOAT is and then we start splitting hairs on, well, he played for this many years, or well, he did it at a high level for this long. What was he doing? That's where we start splitting hairs at, because of course they all pay attention to detail and they all have a high level of, like, all the clothes are good at that level, for the most part. So but seeing his attention to detail and how he's able to put his spin on some of those accent pieces, a lot of the brooches, a lot of the buttons, even the shit that's like for the show, people that had the LV braids and shit like that. Not saying he's the first
yeah.
one to do it, but that's the type of stuff that like elevates the the collection, I guess. That's the type of stuff that,
And
like,
then
to
even
me,
the runway was Tamiya printed. Like when you
yes.
saw it from an aerial shot,
That's the type of stuff that I look at as the W's for it. The callbacks to, like, the ice cream shit, like the polos and everything like that, and like those
the
type of
big jackets
callback.
that the Clips was wearing,
Yeah, those callbacks to some of the shit that he's already done with his own brands or things that he's done in his career with his looks. I think those are things that I think are the big wins. Um, and then of course, you know, just in general, just everybody being out there. Of course, like back to the show level of it, of just being like, okay, you gonna have you, it's like nowhere Pharrell is that Jay-Z is, they not performing. They gonna perform.
yeah, yeah. I was
If
shocked.
they
I was
together
gonna
in
say
a
it,
room with hundreds of people, they're performing.
and it's a
So
microphone.
yeah, so that's always good. I know that's not clothing, but that's always exciting to see. Um, but outside of that, things I didn't like about the clothes. I didn't like I didn't like the dummy flies, bro.
Tommy Fly.
I didn't like it. I didn't like. That's why I said I could see the vision. Now you say imagine that as skin on Call of Duty. That's skin on Call of Duty. Or if I put my 2K character in that shit, all right. But I didn't.
Anything specifically you didn't like about the Tommy Fly?
I think that
Are you not a
pixelated
fan of
shit.
like Digi? Are you not a fan of Digi camo?
Well, I am. I have a
Okay.
few pieces from when Ralph was on that shit. Um, but yeah, I really think and Karina corrected me earlier yesterday. It's Lueve, not Low.
Yeah, Alex
Uh,
said the same thing. She said it was given Lueve. Yeah, yeah.
so when I saw it, I immediately thought about that. I'm just like, okay, like let them have that for, like,
Let it have the
they did
shit.
that
Yeah,
and they killed it, and it just went to market maybe like last year sometime. So it's
and then
like,
now
just
y'all are
let them rock, let them
let it
have
breathe
that.
a
Like,
little
it's
bit.
yeah, and it's like I understand we play in, like, once everybody's on a silhouette, everybody's on a silhouette.
Yeah,
Um, or we find a piece, everybody's on that piece. But stuff like that, when it's done at that level, leave that alone. Leave
yeah,
leave the pixelated shit, because at the time too, they're not even like labeling it as how we're calling it the Domiflage. It's just pixelated Damier print. And it's like, see, once you start doing the pixelated shit, that's their shit. Let them have that.
that's a shit.
You know what I'm
If they
saying?
would have
So
if
that
they would have came out calling it, because he said it in his video, but they coming out calling it that, then it'd probably be a little bit different. But I'm surprised I haven't seen
yeah,
anybody like compare the two. Alex texted it right when she saw it because she's downstairs watching it. I'm actually at work. I got my computer on the side and I'm taking phone calls, and I'm like,
yeah.
okay. She's like, yeah. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of the. I like how obviously there's gonna be things like fit, like that's always gonna be good tailoring. Um, we were talking about a bunch of people there. I think this is actually kind of what prompted to start the button. Everybody was there. We talked about everybody was there, and there was one person that wasn't there. That we kind of expected to see, or maybe we didn't. I don't know. I did think about it yesterday. I didn't think too much on it because I just like I don't
Yeah,
want to sour the feeling, but it is glaring that everybody was there but Kanye West.
yeah.
Um, now maybe you would know a little bit better. There's not any outside of maybe the obvious. There's no like actual smoke between those two gentlemen.
Nah, but I know we ain't getting that Child River Soldier shit no more. Like
Yeah,
we wasn't getting it. We wasn't getting
yeah,
it, but like the 17-year-old in me was still like maybe,
maybe if he was
you
there
know.
and he was hugging him at the end of the runway like he did
So I'm
Verge,
saying,
it was like oh,
if
so
he was
like
there,
oh
he was
maybe we're
there,
good.
and they hugged, and it was like boom, 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 because you know he gave him his props. Pharrell did. Pharrell gave Kanye his props. You know what I'm saying? That's Louis Vuitton
I
done.
was calling him the actual Louis Vuitton. No, I didn't see that.
Yeah. So
Which is
so
fair because because who was someone was calling him. He's like, that's funny. That's yeah.
because there's no way to for me to accept this role without acknowledging that. And the thing is, it's like it's just a shitty position to be in. It's one of those amazing
You can feel
opportunities
both
that
ways.
you know what I'm saying. It's like of course, like I don't even think Pharrell didn't even want the gig. So you know, for you to get called on for a job you ain't even apply for is like one of those things that you know this motherfucker's made his whole identity around it. It's just not happening
Yeah.
for him. And that's
He's
just
worked. We worked with them before.
yeah. So and it's just like the thing of like I think, and I haven't seen too many people harp on this. It's just knowing, you know,
Yeah. I'm glad they're
and
not.
me being, you know, huge fans of them both. Yeah, it's just not ever gonna happen for them. You know, knowing the history that both of them have with their brands, I think a lot of times people think Pharrell is just this like producer and blah 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 blah, and like he wears nice clothes, but like no, like that's been him the whole time. So
He's done these sneaky collabs. When
the
you look
whole
back on it, you'd be
yeah,
like, oh shit.
literally from like I don't know from the time like he's kind of the reason why I'm into fashion. Not saying like I'm deep into the fashion, but mainly one of the reasons I'm not is because I can't afford it. But
Yeah.
one of the reasons I'm so interested in that side of things is literally because of Pharrell. It's like a 1A 1B situation between him and Kanye. So you know him not being there, I kind of wasn't expecting him to be there. But he been at everything else, so I'm like, well, shit. Who knows? He might pop up in what you said, the gimp suit. He might pop up in the gimp suit.
Yeah, because
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
because he definitely
Him and the
popped
new
up at
wife.
Jerry shit.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, it seems like he supports, but once again, Pharrell was never a part of his crew. Uh, they was
Yeah,
partners, but that wasn't his creative circle. So it seems like he goes out to support people that were in his circle, and also you got his job, and we know he a hate like he like one of them niggas is a hater ass nigga at the end of the day.
yeah.
So
And
so
you know what? I bet you people like
he be
them,
bitter about
like
shit.
they don't even take it like personally. It's like, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
love each we like each
He would have
other.
been
It's fine.
surprised. Pharrell would have been surprised if it really popped up. But I do think it's amazing. Not to even harp on the beef shit, but I think it's amazing, or not even beef shit, but I think it's amazing that what we're seeing is the artists come from hip hop, man. Like this that like I have nothing to do with the inception of it. I participate in it, you know, as a artist and you know commentator, whatever else. You're a producer, like we all engage in this shit outside of consumerism. Like we are all actually inside of the world for real. Like we add to it. But I'm so proud of it, man. I'm so proud of seeing these guys. Um,
Beautiful.
bro, like this only comes from hip hop. It don't come from nowhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw the clip of Will Smith and Men in Black. Just walk with me, just walk like doing like all that's like Will Smith is a rapper. Like he's not an act. Like that's the thing people don't realize. He is not an actor. He is a rap artist. Ice Cube, before he popped off into conservative shit and he was making family movies and making the comedy movie, he's a rapper. Like, I don't think people realize this shit. Diddy is not no damn broadcast media mogul. He is a producer and a record exec.
A
Jay-Z is
damn good
not
one.
like that. I don't think people realize this shit, man. Like, these people come from artistry. They're artists first, or let's say some of them are drug dealers first, but like that mentality of like hustling and that competition that hip hop and its inception bred, because now niggas is just on some like, CJ Wealth Squad, like we're just trying to get it bad. And granted, it's been amazing, but bro, these 40s and 50-year-olds, man, seeing what they've been able to do, with their careers, because I mean, I'm 30, so they was 20, just starting off, what I'm saying, just really getting their feet in the doors when I'm coming of age. Like, I didn't know Give It To Me with Pharrell and Jay-Z was, an early collab of theirs. I didn't realize that
Yeah,
at the time. But now, like, I'm seeing this thing from the beginning, and now I'm experiencing it. I'm 30, they nearing 50 or are 50. And it's just amazing, man, because you get to see them age. They all got families. Some of them still wilding out, but they's running their businesses and everything. And it's like, it's just good to see. As much as we see niggas die, you
yeah.
know, for I don't know, a clean way or a way to beautify that. We see niggas die a lot. Like, we see the shit go the opposite way. We see niggas fuck their own shit up a lot. So being able to see people, age gracefully, um, and still be at the top of their game, at top of their artistry, and still doing like accomplishing shit. Like, that's the thing that I
Extra
think,
extra baller shit. Like
man,
just super baller shit.
bro, it's not. My parents is old. Like, my parents is 60. Both my parents in their 60s. So I'm I was raised under the umbrella of, under the thought pattern of, you get a job and you stay there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And that's a mentality that I kind of held on to for the longest time. But even seeing these guys being able to bounce around and play in
Just do
different
different shit and
fields
do it
and
well.
do different shit and do it well, you don't have to limit yourself to just, I'm a rapper, so I'm a rap, or I don't. And it's important, like LeBron said, because LeBron is, we're now seeing it in the athlete world too. Um, LeBron is one of the things he said is very, like, I keep that in it's one of my favorite sayings. Um, keep the main thing the main thing. So, like, your main thing, whatever that one thing that you choose to become a master at, will open the door for you to do so much of this other shit. So, Skateboard P, he's a producer. I produce. All we're now seeing these motherfuckers go crazy on the side missions.
Multi hyphenate.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing that's just common. Like, people, we don't even think about that nigga. Side mission nigga doing amazing things on the side career. One of the most amazing, sneaky, meme ridden shootout, John Wick 2 little shootout thing he got going. Like that's he's a rapper. He's not an actor. Like, so I don't think people realize that, but it only comes from hip hop. It don't come from rock. You know what I'm saying? It don't come from pop. MJ couldn't do it. Tried. Wouldn't cast that nigga in shit. I don't know what Prince was on. You know what I'm saying? In terms of that, he did some soundtracks. He started his own movies, but you know what I'm saying? We wasn't out here rocking no. We wasn't work. We was on Ralph Purple label. It wasn't no Prince Purple label.
Prince Ruffles.
Like BBC is like a staple in our culture.
Hey,
Like, that's a ah. but yes, so it's just amazing to see hip hop guys and even like come from, whatever their route was, but start off with hip hop, maybe make some clothes over here. People don't really respect it. And now we 20 years into the shit, as far as niggas, what, 40 years out, 50 years out from hip hop, 40 years out from the Run DMC, My Adidas, and 30 years out from rappers starting to make their own clothing lines, and now rappers is the heads of like damn near 100-year-old fashion brands.
Massive brand.
Come on, man. Like it hurts because that was I asked the question, you know, does a if we can't beat them, join them
Yeah,
mentality work for Black people? It's tricky for me to ask that question because at the same time I'm so proud. You know, it is all under the capitalism umbrella, and it is awesome. Like, well, how how it gets thrown, excuse me, how it gets thrown back at us is, well, these guys did it, so why can't you? And,
yeah,
we look at these exceptions to the rule, and we say, well, all y'all should be able to do that. But it's still just amazing knowing all that and how that works and how white people will posture our W's against us. Aside from all that, seeing this shit is amazing, man. And it's really good to see niggas get old.
yeah.
like like
I
I
love
just
it.
like seeing people get old and be able to like Harry Belafonte passed, and it's not a sad thing for me. It's a congratulations, bro. You did it. Like, you graduated.
Niggas,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
niggas really lived and did dope
Yeah,
shit
you dying at
and
40 from complications of some shit is the that's the shit that break my heart. Or you getting shot
yeah,
at 20, like that's the shit that break my heart. You 50, I don't care, capitalism out, whatever the fuck, bro, you living. You know what I'm saying? You say the
yeah,
right shit. You might, you know what I'm saying? You engaging in the white man's games, but you still like you ain't too deep in it. You know, like you still donate some money to Tamika Mallory and shit, and bail niggas
yeah,
out when they get locked up for protesting. So I like it's not without any merit, but it's like
yeah.
it's just amazing to see, man. This is something that I think Black people really need to I don't know, man, take ownership and pride in, man. Like that's something that we built. Like that's the Drake meme. You see this? It wasn't here without us. And
This was yeah,
definitely our generation, because this shit definitely hip hop in 2000 versus hip hop in 2023 is totally different. And let's say if you don't believe that the music is where it need to be, look at all the other shit that's where it need to be. You know what I'm saying? People got ownership over their music. People got ownership over their brands, over their likenesses. All right, so cool. Niggas might not be selling no lunch boxes and shit with their face on it no more, but they wasn't getting no bread off of that no way.
yeah, yeah.
So it's like
But
now we getting to see people do really major things, and I don't know. It's just great to see, and hopefully, one of my goats can get his hair right so he can get back in there and enjoy the shit too.
yeah, 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 I definitely would love to. I know over like today I saw some other people in some different shows over there. It would be pretty cool to see him pop up, but maybe he's working. Let's see what else we have. All right. I think hmm, these things are small. Mariah Mills got suspended. That was she's a special woman. That's another one of
Very
those things where
special.
I get sad. I'm just like she did all
Okay,
of that because there's something that she's missing that she's
who
visually not seeing, and now she did
I
a bunch
saw
of crazy.
I saw Facebook post about somebody, because this is where I get, I you like to get on there and be like, you niggas are stupid. Um, Facebook, somebody was talking about like they posted like some Bible scriptures, and it was like, oh, like the ones that warn you against strange women, and it had like picture of Zion's face with the Bible scriptures next to it, and then Mariah Mills' text, and it was like you gotta watch out for, you gotta protect our young kings from thoughts like these. The Bible never meant. And it's like, how you even pull the whole thoughts, and the whole reason that the woman, not saying that Mariah Mills is right in any way, shape, or form, but the reason Mariah Mills is on the internet wilding out right now is because Zion promised her all of these things. He was selling her dreams and was doing it. He the one that got her off the porn. Like,
You
what are we
ain't even
talking?
got to cap her down like that.
It is not a Samson situation where the woman done wooed this man off of his God given gifts in order to do whatever. He the one that done wooed her off of her God given gifts, or the
Yeah,
gifts that she went out and bought. Like, he the
yeah,
one that got her off her shit. So it's like,
it's
nah,
crazy.
nah, 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 nah. She ain't
Let's
right
not
now
take
for saying that she
let's
want
not
to
take
air out and
accountability
shit.
away from him.
They,
He had his part in this.
Yeah, nah. She wilding out and she doing a lot, and it's gone beyond funny at this point. Once you start,
Yeah,
talking about she finna air out the sex tapes and all that type of stuff, that's that. Stop. If it was already when it first happened, kept going. Hey, baby, relax.
button on her.
We're in criminality. Now she's suspended. But at the end of the day,
Yeah,
let's not remove the blame from this grown ass man out here. Once again, niggas, stop selling these women dreams, because this is what we
yeah,
do. We all every time it go left, it go sideways, and they start wilding out. I remember, never forget the one time I complained to my aunties about some girl I was dating in my early 20s, and they was like, "Well, you having sex with her?" And I was like, it's the first time any of my family was like, "Hey, kid, your dick work?" And I was like, "Yeah, we was having sex." But you can't be out here doing all you're doing and then acting like you confused when she start acting like, what do you mean? So, that's a crash course in that. I was probably around Zion, 21, 22, around the same age. She might be a little older, but yeah, around the same age when I was going through my little situation.
yeah,
Lot less money, lot less money.
yeah.
So
You got none of them.
you start putting M's in there, and you was promising her the M's. Nah, you was promising her the life. Nah, it don't work like that. You don't get to just walk away and then be like, well, bitch, I don't know. You knew what it was. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I thought I was getting
yeah.
paid. It's like,
Mm, yeah, for it's one of those times where yeah. Part of me is like, yeah, this is sad to her, but then part of me is like, man, can you just get her off the timeline? And somebody pushed the button, and now,
somebody,
unfortunately, she's
helped her out. Hey, go ahead, baby. Go ahead. Just go ahead, take your phone.
take a phone,
Go ahead, take your
log off.
phone.
Like, now we just gonna get you up out of here. Yeah, but apparently, she hopped in. Was it Mark Lamont Hill's live? Somebody's live. I saw something. She hopped in somebody's live, and so
Oh,
now
amazing. So
we
she'll
getting it
probably
back
be on
right.
the. So she'll probably be on the grill.
Yeah,
If it
she
was
might be getting
Mark,
back. So shout out, yeah,
yeah.
shout out to that. Let's see what's next. Okay. Uh, oh, all right. So this is another one of those things. It's probably got to make this a segment of like all the things that Robert just doesn't pay much attention to, and then finds out that it's actually more intriguing after you read up a little bit. So
I feel like
I just kept seeing $250,000 trending, Titanic trending, and I'm like, I don't, what is that? Whatever. And then the more I'm reading about it, I'm like, all right, what the fuck is so? I hope everybody has heard about this from now, but damn submarine tore, and it's just the size of, I think they said it was no bigger than a minivan, and they went down. And I saw a clip. They were just like showing like an animation of like just how deep they were actually compared to like different landmarks that you're like visually that you've maybe seen in person.
yeah.
It was like deeper than the Eiffel Tower. It was just, and I was like, "Ugh, why would this happen? And this is so sad." And then, like, as this recording, they're like less than a day of oxygen left, and I'm just like,
They got
this is
they
one of
got
those
about
things I
10
sit in the
hours
middle.
now.
Yeah, it's rough. It's and they just cannot get found, and part of me is just sad, and part of me is just like, what in the fuck is this the thing?
Tell you
How?
right now. Tell you right now. This is definitely on my. I do not give a fuck. Like, I don't care.
Yeah,
That's what Karina told me that I got. black man trauma that I need to let go because it's like, why are you mad at people having different types of fun? Nigga, I don't look at me in my Michael Jordan eyes. I don't care. You go down there, you do some
Nah.
dumb like this. It's of course the loss of life is always tough, but
Yeah.
you signed a waiver. You signed a waiver. You had. I know you signed a waiver.
It had to have been
I
a
know you
waiver.
did. No, you did. I know you did. I gotta sign a waiver before I do. You know, like I gotta sign a waiver before I do an indoor like fucking skydiving. So, nigga,
CYA.
uh you get no passes. You spent that bread. You did that, and the thing is, you might like. I feel like they $250,000. I feel like it really cost $1 million to go down there. So you you tried to skirt different provisions to go down there. You didn't want to pay the full price. You rode down there in a little Chevy. You rolled down there in a little Chevy minivan. Now you stuck. I
So
don't
do you
know.
know
Like
how it got?
this,
Do you know
it's
how it
just
got
not my
stuck there?
business.
Do you know how it got
Nah,
stuck there?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Because I have
Kept seeing
literally
pictures of a GameCube controller and like, what the
because
fuck?
that's what they used. They were controlling it with a Logitech PlayStation. Like, bro, like
Logitech's probably somewhere like, yo, why you putting our name in this shit? We don't know nothing about nothing. That ain't our
bro,
shit.
bro,
That ain't our shit. I don't know what y'all niggas talking
bro. This is one of the ones. I once again I saw somebody on Facebook was like, I feel like they trying to distract us. No, nigga, you being a dumbass, looking at it like, who gives a fuck? Who? Why do we care? Really trying to figure out every fiber of my being. Why do we care? Why? Why?
about.
Why? And I think
Bruh.
it's a very unfortunate situation. Um, but this is not like somebody done got kidnapped and we gotta find out blah blah blah. They didn't somebody it's a conspiracy and da, da, da. Now if it comes out, but it's some we got a Netflix doc coming out and somebody was about to testify and blah 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 blah. blah. If it come out, there's some more shit going on, then now I'm
And
interested.
and
But
Netflix gonna have that doc turned around fast too. Cause I remember
oh,
watching some shit. I'm like, this happened like 2 years ago.
well, I tell you what, it's and Tom Hanks and Mark Wahlberg in a war right now, trying to figure out who finna play, who finna star in the live action adaptation, bro. Like, so I don't know, man. I can't say shout out to them people. Hopefully they get
Hopes
found,
and
man. Hopefully
thoughts and prayers.
they toss in prayers, man. Like I don't. And for real, when I say thoughts and prayers, that was it. That was the thought, and that was the prayer. So
That was it.
I hope they get found, man. I don't want nobody to die, especially not no dumbass way like that. But like, you shouldn't have been
That's an
down
ill
there,
way to
bro.
die.
You're not supposed to be
That's an
down
ill way
there.
to die. Dog.
That's not
That's
supposed
all I keep thinking about all day. I was giving blood this morning. I'm like, that's a sick way to die. Like you just know oxygen and you're just gonna just suffocate.
suffocate in a steamy. But I don't even know if it's hot no more. I can't even say it's hot. I don't know if I'm assuming it's hot. I'm assuming it's hot.
And
Um, in a hot
they told them
bowl of
to
ash.
restrict their food because there's not really that many bathroom facilities or situation like that, so they probably ain't got no food down there. It's
No
like,
food. So you
bro,
just
I'm just gonna
down there
starve to death.
hungry. You're hungry. You
Oh my
can't
gosh,
breathe.
trauma.
It's water. You can't drink it,
Yeah,
bruh. It's just a bad way to go. But at the end, I don't know. I sound a little callous, but I just don't like. I don't care when
fuck the water, bro.
people do dumb shit, and I just don't care. Like it's not the same as like, oh well, there was a predatory system that fuck like no. You had all the education. You decided it's the Titanic. Who wants to go
Yeah,
see the Titanic? Watch the movie.
I
Wait,
saw a tweet. I saw a tweet that said you spent $250,000 for the Titanic experience, and you about to get it. And it's like, listen,
what they said. It
what's
was
the song that in English?
it's another situation like this. Mount Everest got all them bodies up there. The trail of bodies in Mount Everest. All the people that froze to death and died, and just they got glossed over like them damn cheap ass ice blasted chicken thighs on the mountain. That's what it looked like. I don't know what to tell y'all that do shit like that. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. Don't go down there. Don't go down there. Don't go up there. Don't jump out of no plane. Don't jump off no bridge with a little with a rubber band attached to your leg. Don't do this. Don't do that shit.
I got a homie that keep trying to get me to jump out of planes. I'm like, bro, I'm not doing it. So I don't.
You know
Being
how I
black
have to
in America is thrilling enough. That's
I
enough thrill
have
for me in this life.
what I have to convince myself at this point to continue to get on roller coasters. I don't. I just don't. It don't. I'll be more
Yeah,
scared than anything. Like okay, cool. I might sound scary. I sound safe. I sound alive,
yeah,
don't I? You
no,
guarantee you
yeah,
guarantee you
yeah.
see Patrick die or some shit like that. It was some foul play. It was a nigga like me ain't getting on.
Tragic.
I'm not doing it. The Shikra get second guess at Busch Gardens. Them drop
I
towers. I
only
don't
do it
I don't
with
ride them
my
shits.
brothers now. That's it. That's all I do with my. And you know, in Orlando, a kid fell off one of those.
What was it?
The
2 years
little,
ago, last year? And it
yeah,
was like,
yeah,
oh well, there was the seat, it wouldn't go down, and he was obese, and they let him on, and he was over the weight limit, they let him on. And we can save all of that by leaving the 2 feet on the ground that God made. That was
yeah. That's
supposed to
rough.
be at. I feel for everybody in those situations, especially with like
Yeah.
stuff that we think is like kind of like benign. We don't even think about like roller coasters and shit like that. But you going out of your way to go see a disaster site. Motherfuckers go to Chernobyl, pop up with cancer. I have nothing to do. I have nothing to say about any of that shit. Like, what the fuck?
People do that.
Why did you do that? Why did you do
Oh
that?
my God.
What was this? It was
Yeah.
the show. It was a Black Mirror episode. They was going to see a site of some shit, and it didn't turn out how I think it was going to turn out. But they went to go see like a site of like some mass murders and shit like that.
No, no. Lake
I have
Lanier. Oh,
no, and this thing. I've been to Lake Lanier. I've been to Lake Lanier. I've been to the shore. I seen the water, and I
yeah.
turned around. I'm not getting that shit. What?
It's like the
I,
Bermuda Triangle.
nigga, I probably never touched Bermuda because of that fucking triangle. I, bro,
I need to fly my shit over it.
I don't know what it is,
Shit
and
don't be coming.
I don't need to know. I
I
don't
ain't
need to
trying
know.
to figure out. You know, I ain't gonna hold you down. I ain't gonna cap you down. Like, I'm so weird about shit like that. Like, I wanted to go to the home opener for the Bucks. We were playing the Cowboys,
Yeah,
and the flight was September 11th, and I was like, nah, I can't. Nah. Then same with the Vikings. I got a buddy. His team is the Vikings. I don't know if it's the day we would fly up there, it's September 11th, or the day we fly back was September 11th. I was like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay away from the airport on that day.
man. The thing is, when
I
shit
don't
like
know.
when shit like that happen, I take note and I stay my black ass put. Like I
Fuck
just,
it.
it's just I'm not. I promise. Like the thing is, I always think of what the hell did they do in the 30s? What did they do before we had all these things? What did we do before we had festivals? Niggas getting shot up at the festival. What did we do before we had? Like, what did we do? You know what we did? You went out there, and you hung out with your family. You sat on the porch. You went to the park. You did regular shit. Like I don't need to
Full
be.
circle moment. There it
I
is.
don't. I don't need to be nowhere where niggas
Nah,
is
it's
out here
nice.
trying to get got. And granted, it's America. It's wild, wild west. Everybody can have a
It
gun.
can
Blah blah
happen.
blah. Shit can go down anywhere. I'm damn sure not putting myself in a position to be no. Well, I wanted to replicate this shit, or I would.
What?
The disaster has already taken place naturally, and I'm just gonna go see the like. Fuck? No.
No.
Being from
I'm
Florida
cool.
too, with the hurricanes and shit. And my dad is the one that kind of bugged me out with all this, cause he'll be like on some. My dad'll be like, hurricane to come. My dad be like, oh, I'm riding out. I'm not. Like
No.
I'm not. Mom,
Alex, Alex got me
mom,
that a couple years ago. She
yeah.
was like, I kept asking her during the week. I'm like, look, if you want to dip, we could dip. Like, man, I'm cool. Like, you sure? Like, I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? It's no big deal. Like, if you want to ride it, we could dip. And she's like, no, I'm straight. Day of, she talking about, let's dip. I'm like, bro, are you looking at 75?
Too late.
We're in it now. We're in
We're here
it
now.
now.
Yeah, not go. I mean, go to the.
We didn't go get gas. There's nothing around. Like now we ain't got no choice. We gotta tug it. I'm like, look, it's fine. Like
Hey,
we closed on our home in hurricanes. Like nigga down the street was putting his shutters up. He moved in a week ago, and I'm like, yeah,
God,
this
dog.
hurricane season didn't hit me for real, until I became an adult with like real responsibilities. Then I started getting nervous. Like, they keep talking
Do I
about
got enough
Tampa
water?
is
Do I got
one,
enough?
like they talk about we one storm away from being underwater type shit, and we
Yeah,
always see the snake right past us. And I'm
yeah.
like, God damn, God must love Tampa because it ain't happened to us yet.
Hey man, shout out to that Native American from back in the day that put the juju on the city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shout out to everybody in his lineage that still, participate,
holding it
and
down.
holding it down and making sure that the city, the home don't get hit. You feel me?
Very
Um,
last thing, very last thing I'll say. Not about that.
yeah.
I figured this would probably be a good way to close. Uh, John Major showed up
Mhm.
for his hearing. I guess the actual thing is August 3rd, so we'll know something soon. In a couple months, 6 weeks. I saw a lot of people. Maybe I'm interested in this too. It seems like now, old girl is taking bullets for him. And very admirable. I know this goes into a narrative that you push. Obviously, not a negative one, but a lot of times we're very divided on these things. And it's like, look, there they are, shielded. Because, like, if you look at a lot of the replies, a lot of people are not the most happy with her. I'm a little bit like confused at it. Why, like, you didn't have to do this. You must have already been friends or something, or like kind of pseudo close. Maybe they dated at some point, because it just kind of feels like like, even if this is some type of publicity stunt, I can't see where this makes her come out looking good at all. Like, it just kind of looks like
Yeah,
there's a lot of negatives here, and
I
and it,
I do think, as happy as I am, that she is there and that my brother came back, to the right side of things. Um, I do think it's in poor taste for you to parade out, your your new one at, you know your old trial. That's I think that's in poor taste. But hey man, so who am I? I'll put myself in John's shoes. I'm pretty sure you ain't gotta come out here. I understand. You don't gotta. So
he
now
was
I
rubbing
want
his
to.
back and
I
everything,
want to
rubbing his
support.
head,
I
and
want to support you. I want to. What the
a lot of
that.
back.
That's that's why you need you a queen. Because even when it's at a detriment to her, she gonna hold you down. Nah.
And and then now for everyone, by the way, are saying like, hey, they don't be looking out for us. I mean, this is like
Oh, you gotta shut up.
seems to be this seems to be like, I don't want to be dramatic, but it almost feels like career suicide for her. Like, it's not like she was
Oh,
getting a whole lot of
they
roles,
not
but I
watching
mean,
that Amazon show no more. What was this shit?
yeah,
The Insecure fucking remix that they put on Amazon. They not watching that shit no more. They not watching that no more. They not. And the Shazam shit was a flop. So I don't know what she gonna do. But my boy will hold her down. My boy gonna hold her. He gonna do right by her. And if that don't show black men that black women are for us, they like us, they love us, they want to see us
yeah,
succeed. They are coming with us to trials that ain't got shit to do with them.
yeah.
Umar
About
told you
another
too.
woman,
Umar told you this week too, niggas.
oof,
So we won't get too much into that, but Umar was right. Uh,
yeah,
in terms of the shit with Umar, you gotta try to figure out what the fuck he was talking about beforehand, and then what was on the other side of it, because he might have your ass agreeing with some other shit. But
I, I saw a tweet that said that it's always funny when these podcasters bring Umar, thinking that they about to engage in the same misogyny war that they be on, and then he really be on some other shit, and then now you in there arguing with Umar. Umar's like, nah, y'all niggas are crazy.
And I literally I watched that interview just on some I like Umar shit. So I
Yeah,
watch and he has like interviews pop up all the fucking time on YouTube. So I
the clips.
I just watched it and I was like, ooh. And it was like one of those moments though where it's like, yeah, y'all niggas is wrong. And you're being weird about it. Cause at one point he told him to just, yo, that single mom that got the 3 kids, just take one. You know what I'm saying? Not like kidnap one, but be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna look out
Like
for
we're
y'all.
building a community. If this is about community,
She live in your
then
building. Why?
yeah,
Why? You see him all the
look
time.
out for them.
Just be like, hey, you
Keep them
mind
out
if I
of
take
trouble.
little mans with me to go to the barbershop real quick? You mind if I take like little stuff like that goes a long way. Now, of course, you're gonna get rejected because she's like, why the fuck you trying to help me out? But
At
be
least you
patient.
tried.
Be
Yeah,
patient. Be a little bit persistent. Just build the community first. Once again, that's what we goes into the. Remember what we talked about maybe 2 weeks or last week when people not trying to build communities and
yeah.
people being weird about their neighbors. So first, don't be worried about your neighbor. Be an actual neighbor. Talk to your neighbor, and then those interactions won't be so awkward when you are looking to lend a helping hand with
Throw the
somebody.
football with them. You know, you don't have to do it
You
anywhere
ain't got to
far.
spend no
Like
bread. Just be there.
you just right there, and this could be in front of them. They outside, and you throw the football. Maybe there's a basketball court close by. Y'all can shoot some hoops, like something that just kind of,
So that covers that. The we gonna see some more stuff about you boy later. There was some more details with Jonathan Majors about like the case. They got eyewitness testimony. They got body cam footage. They got some. They
does he
got
have a different attorney?
surveillance footage.
Because
I think it's
because
the
all this
same.
shit,
I think
because
it's
all
the
this
same.
shit sounded way more compelling than the shit that we heard. Because when I saw, I was like, wait, did
Uh,
lawyer leak this, or
those
this was another lawyer?
those text
Because this shit
messages.
looked
Those text
that.
messages were the worst shit ever.
Oh my, that's the shit
but
that if that's the shit that does it, that'll be crazy.
but yeah, definitely. I think I think it'd be all right. Shout out for shout. I don't know what the relationship is with Megan Good. I don't know why she's there. She might have been, you know, she might have been the chick that he got in trouble for texting in the first place. Yeah, who
I
knows?
see that.
But she don't got to be there. But
It's there.
I'm so glad she there. I'm so glad she there, man. I just
Softens
feel
them up,
like
man.
we getting our boy back. I just feel like the tides are turning, the tides are changing. I feel like we're gonna get our boy back. Feel like there's some. I don't know. Hopefully he like once again. I hope the man ain't do it. I hope the man ain't do it, but it's looking like he might not have did it based on the things that the new evidence that they try to get entered in,
Yeah,
and that will all be on display during trial. I hope he didn't, because I would hate to have to backtrack and go on a Tory Lane's daddy rant about Disney and Marvel and shit. Like I need him to beat this shit and not have done it, so we can get on with the program and they can live happily ever after. And now he got to hold Meg down, because if he do wrong by Meg, then that's gonna look bad on. That's gonna look bad on. We gonna catch hell again, like when Jay-Z was with Becky with the good hair. We about to catch it again, man. So hope he knows he has to marry that woman. Uh,
yeah.
but
Keep
you
her
know,
tight. You can't be on the boat with the snow bunnies afterwards because
oh
we've
no,
seen it too many
I'm telling you right now, that shit is done with. Y'all can break up amicably, whatever, but you cannot be caught up in no dirt with no other girl while you still supposed to be with her. So you make that last for about 4 or 5 years, make it look good, pretty it up, and then y'all separate y'all ways. But do not fuck up, because you gonna fuck up for everybody.
times.
Yeah, we talking it up like, see,
And then
brothers, black women love us.
it's gonna be hard for me to defend that shit. Like,
Yeah, then we clipping all these shits up. They gonna have this. They gonna have a field day with this shit. Oh yeah, black women love us. They love us. They put themselves in harm's way for us. And here this nigga go. So hopefully he don't nigga it up. But yeah. I think that
some
covers it.
prayers. That's some prayers. But everyone's wrong.
Oh man.
But that's a man, week 15, episode 15. That is the fourth of the year. No, more than the fourth. This
Oh
fourth
yeah,
would
we
make
we
16.
we chugging on through.
Trucking right along. Um, definitely still like and subscribe. Definitely still interact with the clips. Definitely still follow both the Instagram page at Bronz and Patrick Hughes. All that
Yes,
shit.
sir.
And we'll be back another week. In another week.
Yup, yup.